Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Texans going up against Dalton's Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 20. Six-yard line. This is Miller. And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the... It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFowl, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Every time you throw an incompletion, you think, boy, that's a wasted opportunity, don't you?
Yeah, because last year they were number 2 against the pass was this Houston defense.
And J.J. Watt is back for all of 2017. They'll be that much stronger.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Dalton here from the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And some room to work. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's looking for a bargain in the NFL draft, and I don't think anyone got a bigger one than Cincinnati getting Joe Mixon in the 2nd round.
He keeps moving east. He was born in California, then to Oklahoma, and now finding a home in the Queen City.
And I don't think it'll take him too terribly long to have a real impact on that city in terms of how he plays the game, because he can run it, catch it, he can do it all.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he's got some space. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 43 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Watson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and very long.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Ian Williams in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. the gun, it's Dalton. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's Miller. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 49. The Bengals getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vincent Ray leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Out of the gun, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Again, it's Watson. And he's got Miller. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down. Dalton is going to get this one out to his fullback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. That'll bring up second down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. This is going to be caught by the rookie. It's John Ross. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, the offense lining up first and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Dalton. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is LaFowl. It's caught. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a carry for Bernard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Man, what the hell just happened?
Operating from the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
What the hell is going on here?
Set up a campsite, but
hell no!
They were ready.
Hell no!
In most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Ellington now to return it. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. To throw is Watson, and he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 38.
To the air yet again, Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Geno Atkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Dalton here from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Carlos Dunlap coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hand.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Steven Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Now the Bengals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Dalton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. Here's Ellington. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
Throwing now. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Miller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.